doesn't matter. But you don't admit that Donald Trump hates veterans. You don't admit it. You deny a man, Chief John Kelly, a Marine. You deny. You say he lied.
You're still campaigning.
You say he lied.
The impulse to restrict speech is a slippery slope and a dangerous one. More speech is better.
Is it really? Okay.
But do you think so? You actually think that X is the place of free speech?
Yeah. I mean, I think. I don't know why you would argue otherwise. Is it not?
Okay.
I think before he took it over, it was not a great place for conservatives, and now it's a great place for everybody. Listen, you guys can spend all day long trying to spin this, that this is Donald Trump's fault, that this is somehow caused by Donald Trump. Oh, he's appointing the wrong people. Oh, he did it. Oh, this is the worst possible thing a president could possibly do to his party and to the country.
Inflation will go up. One of the reasons inflation has been lower in the last few years is that we've had a lot more immigration.
Did it go up when Obama deported 5 million people? I think concerns about this are overblown. We've got 1.6 million people with deportation orders right now and another violent population. I mean, I don't think that alone is going to drive up the cost of groceries in the short term. And
I'm talking about sending the military into blue states to make them behave, getting Gavin Newsom under control, getting J.P. Pritzker under control.
What are you talking about? What do you mean, like sitting into the state capitol to commandeer the state government?
I hope not, but he's definitely talked about that. I don't know why you're acting like you've never heard this
military to suppress, in the Black Lives Matter era, those protests in the street. He was there himself.
I just make sure I understand your position, that you believe Donald Trump is going to use the military to set up effectively like coups in state capitals of states that he didn't win?
I think you're taking it a step or two.
No, she said make blue states behave, and she also said round up immigrants. That's not true. But if you look at the arc of the Biden presidency, he was in really good shape until August of 2021. When Afghanistan happened, he went under 40, she went under 40, and they really lived there until the end of the presidency. He's still there.
Why?
I'll tell you why.
Because he ran and told us that the adults were back in charge. And that was the opposite.
Yeah, they
of
were
that.
because Donald Trump was a child.
And you know what else?
Yeah.
And you know what else?
The
fact that they wouldn't give these 13 service members' families the time of
bullshit,
day.
Dude.
Time of day.
I'm sorry, but Donald Trump hates veterans. He called them suckers and losers.
Wow. Just unhinged, right? I mean, it's just unhinged. But thank God we have the lone wolf in the house, the voice of reason, the MAGA Avenger himself, Scott Jennings. This dude is a legend. CNN throws him in there like some kind of sacrificial lamb, but he just keeps owning them with facts and logic. It's just beautiful to watch. Wow. And Anna, no, come on. She can't even handle the truth. Scott's bringing up the fact that Biden's approval rating tanked after the Afghanistan debacle, but the liberal media, they try to spin it, blame it on Trump. It's really, really pathetic at this point. But I'll leave you to keep on having fun. It's post-election, and Christmas is coming early with these meltdowns.
He did. He absolutely, despite he has his whole life. He has his entire life.
I know you're super emotional.
Of course I am. I'm terrified.
I'm telling you, the political reality is that when they made that decision,
it doesn't matter. You don't admit that Donald Trump hates veterans. You don't admit it. You deny a man, Chief John Kelly, a Marine. You say he lied.
You're still campaigning.
You say he lied. It's not over. It'll never be over. It'll never be over. You wish.
The political reality is when they made that decision and everyone realized, oh my gosh, these aren't the competent adults that we were promised.
Donald Trump is.
And then when you pile on top of it the decisions that made inflation worse, it was a compounding interest of political crap over time that they could never get out of. And that's how she lost the race.
There was a bipartisan consensus to get out of Afghanistan. That wasn't the point. It was the way it was
Trump's
done.
Decision to get out.
Hold on. It was the implementation. It was the fact that they took out our soldiers first instead of last, which is you would think would be common sense. And again, it's like you said, we thought the adults were in the room. That's why people voted for Biden. A return to normalcy, a return to competence. He's a lifelong public servant. We thought we're going to get normal, we're going to get competent. And that's
We did.
That's what
we
it's
did.
about.
We did. And if in the veterans community,
Afghanistan doesn't signal that. Afghanistan.
The wars in Afghanistan, the war in Iraq, the Republican policies that led to those wars, the idea that Joe Biden made the final difficult decision, and his administration and his military leaders. I mean, you guys live on the tippy top of bullshit mountain. If you actually think that so many people think that the pullout of Afghanistan was the pivot point, are you kidding me?
Well, I mean, I can read a chart and I can read a poll. I guess you can't. But the reality is, when he made that decision,
your petty insults
when he made
are
that
so weak, dude. You have no idea. Like, I don't even understand if you hear yourself talking.
Look,
you can laugh all you want, but like,
I'm
I
laughing.
can't read a chart. Like, it's
just a second.
so hacky. It's so uninteresting.
Look, the reason
and
that we
unconvincing.
brought
to sit for a year and say, I will not do this. I will not do this. The rule of law is sacred. We have to respect the justice system. Juries, we have to respect juries. We have to respect the guardrails and the norms of our democracy. These people are liars. Inflation, it's transitory. Afghanistan, it's a success. The border is secure. Robert Hur is a liar. The videos are cheap fakes. Biden has a cold. He'll never drop out. Oh, I'll never pardon Hunter. It's all a lie. It is all a grift. Every American, except the most partisan, brain-rotted people, are going to be outraged by this today. He is going to leave off. You think 39% job approval is bad? Just you wait. Just you wait. He's disgraced today. Outrageous.
You don't need to, but Scott, you don't need to hurl names and say people like me are brain rotted. Come on, that's a little beyond the pale, even for you, Scott.
Listen,
I disagree. We can disagree about
You don't have to
We don't
defend
have
this.
to call
He's
each other
leaving
names.
office. You don't have to defend it. You don't have to die on this hill. You can say this is wrong because
I'm
everybody
fine
knows
with
that
it,
it
Scott.
is.
That's why I'm
It's
defending
wrong.
it.
Are you
Karen?
fine with the lying? Are you
I say
fine
good
with
for
him
Joe
sitting
Biden.
before the election all year and lying to the American people? Are you fine with the lying about it?
I don't think that he was lying. I think he made a decision after the fact and decided this was the right thing for him and for his family. Period. Full stop.
John,
Donald
do
Trump
we not
decided
have
that
the
it
minutes
was okay to
and
pardon.
Joe Biden, Karine Jean-Pierre, how many minutes of tape do we have of both of these people telling the American people this will not happen? It's I mean, we could play it all morning. It's a lie, and it's a lie to benefit his own family, and that's
fine,
all
but
that it
let's
is.
just-
And everybody who
let's
went on
just-
TV and said, oh, look how he's
calling
the
us
modern George
that.
Washington. He's drained every ounce of credibility from every surrogate. If Karine Jean-Pierre had an ounce of self-respect, she'd get off the plane in Africa today, where they're going, so he can avoid the press and resign. He's drained all of her credibility.
It's like these people are just allergic to admitting when their side has messed up. You know, they just want to blame Trump for everything. But newsflash, Trump is not the president. He's not. Joe Biden has been there for 4 years and everything have gone wrong. I mean, the irony is unbelievable. You know, CNN has been really peddling fake news and propaganda for years. And one of the guests talking about the right brainwashing. I mean, they are the ones who are living in an echo chamber, completely detached from reality. That's why common sense was what actually won Trump this election. And look at Scott. He's been cool as a cucumber, right? He's just laying down facts, and it's really driving them crazy. I mean, you just gotta love Scott. I think he's the only reason why Republicans or the right or common sense people are watching CNN right now. It's like some kind of a one-man army fighting against all the liberal loonies on the left on CNN. I mean, the machine is big, but Scott being thrown out there and he's surviving. Gotta say kudos to Scott. Kudos to him. He's literally taking all of them at once. I mean, I just got to... I just take a breather, you know. This is just... it's just too good. You know, the desperation, the denial, the complete meltdown. It's everything I really love watching CNN right now. And actually it's giving us a very good source of material to make content. And They are like this train wreck that you can't just look away from. And we'll be back. We'll be back. Okay? We will be back. And I'll bring you more of this. Anyway, let's round up this. I have one more to show you. We cannot almost miss this, but let's go on.
Yeah, thank God we have a president-elect who's willing to say it. We've had Americans held hostage since October the 7th, and we've lacked a president that had the testicular fortitude to get our people back. This is outrageous that these Americans were taken and we've basically stood back and given lip service to both sides, this and that. I want to hear it's wrong. And this is the wages of weakness of a weak president. All the things you just listed, it's because we have a weak America. And now we're going to have a strong America. And I think Donald Trump's going to have far better success. We had world at peace when he was president. We had a peace agreement in the Middle East. But when you take Americans hostage and you murder Americans, you better damn well know the President of the United States is going to do something about it, and we've not known that for 4 years. People want it to happen.
You don't think mass deportations will affect the labor force or agriculture industry?
Or building houses to bring down the
Even
cost
if
of
you're pro it, you have to consider that. I mean,
I think if you exit people that have already have deportation orders from the court, and you exit people who are violent criminals, that is in no way, shape, or form going to hurt the economy, but it just might make people feel a little safer about their communities. Way more than that. And obviously, Trump trusts him, and I do think Bessent has the ability to translate MAGA, to Wall Street audiences and to financial audiences, and that's a good thing. I mean, we live in a communications world. The policies are one thing, but then you have to tell people what you're doing, why you're doing it, and why it's good for the country. I mean, a lot of what happens, I think, in the financial world is based on confidence. Do we have confidence in what the government is doing? Do we have confidence in the president and his team? This is obviously a confidence pick. And so I think it'll be good. I think in the first term, Treasury was one of his most successful cabinets. Set up to be another round of that in the second go around, which is vital for him since he's an economic kind of guy.
Yeah, and
hold on. There were plenty of people who were around that and plenty of things in that are basic standard Republican stuff, like, cutting the size of the federal government, reducing the size of bureaucracy. I mean, don't threaten me with a good time. I hope he does it, and I hope he's aggressive about it. And so this is not groundbreaking or stuff. This is what Republicans have wanted for a very long time. And Vaught is very skilled. He did a great job the first time around. I like that he's coming back. He knows. He knows where all the levers and knobs are, and he's going to hopefully execute on this agenda that not just Donald Trump has said he wants it, Republicans have said they've wanted for decades.
Yeah, just like I promised. These guys, they talk about the current administration working hard. Oh, yeah, David. Jeez, we hard, eh? All right, well, working hard to destroy the economy, in my personal opinion. And you know what they did? Open up the borders as well. And they've weakened America on the world stage. Us in Wakanda, we see everything. And we are like, come on, America, we need you strong. We need you back. So that, the world is going out like touches everywhere. Wars and rumors of wars. I mean, we just need that stability. We need a strong leader in America right now. Okay? So that it affects everyone in the world. No, but these guys, they claim about hard work, all the things they've been doing. I don't know why they don't see it, but it's unbelievable. Even Anna went full conspiracy theorist. It's just amazing how these folks can't really see that they are the ones trapped in their own little bubble. And they call everyone who disagrees with them brainwashed, but I think they are the ones refusing to accept reality at this point. And, I think we've just had enough of these. But I think this was a grand finale, right? Yeah, it was for me. And just a complete and utter meltdown. They just can't even have a civil conversation anymore because they are so terrified of facing the truth. They always say the truth is very dangerous. People who can't accept the truth, well, they say the truth shall set you free. So it's simple. Accept the truth and you'll be unburdened by what has been. Kamala's classic phrase, I cannot even remember it. But if I was to say it in my dialect, it would sound even better. I promise you, the next video I'll say it in my dialect. I translated that. You will not believe how it sounds. But it's just unbelievable, no? Just unbelievable. Every single time, CNN, they never disappoint. But anyway, thanks guys for the laugh. I hope you had fun. So what did you guys think of this meltdown? Was it everything you hoped for and more? So just drop your thoughts in the comments below. And don't forget to smash that like button and subscribe to Black Coffee Podcast for more epic takedowns like this. The liberal media meltdowns. It's just everybody likes to see it. And thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next one. Cheers.